Welcome to the Coastal Defence Asset Register Guide. In this guide, you'll learn how to navigate the system, download asset data, access restricted information, and use our help features. We'll also cover our glossary and data sources. The Coastal Defence Asset Register helps you visualize and view information about coastal assets. For each asset, you'll find detailed attributes, images, structural elements, and a history of inspection records. Navigation is straightforward. Simply use your mouse or trackpad to explore the map. Left-click and drag to move around, and use either your scroll wheel, the map toolbar controls, or double-click to zoom in and out. When you open the Coastal Defence Asset Register page, the Query tool automatically activates. You'll see a pop-up window ready for queries, and the Query tool icon will be highlighted in blue on the map toolbar. If your Query tool is not activated, click the Query Layers tool in the map toolbar. The Query tool pop-up prompts you to click on a profile or an asset. Select any green or line square on the map. Each green shape represents an individual asset. For a more detailed view, you can zoom in on the map to examine individual assets at a granular level. After selecting an asset, the Query tool pop-up will update, displaying the asset's image, when available, along with its attributes and most recent inspection details. To download asset data, click the Select and Download Data for this asset button beneath the asset information in the Query tool. This will open the Download Assets Data pop-up. You can toggle the download pop-up's visibility using the View Downloads button in the map toolbar. Within the Download Assets Data pop-up, you can specify which inspection data to download, either the most recent inspections or those within a particular date range. Assets may have associated photos and elements, which you can choose to include in your download. Note that downloading asset elements and accessing certain attributes requires advanced access privileges, which we'll discuss later. The panels on the right side allow you to customize which asset and inspection attributes to include in your download. You can select all attributes, none, or create a custom selection. Use Ctrl and left mouse click to select attributes individually, or Shift and left mouse click to select a range of attributes. Before initiating the download, you must select both a data use option and funding source. Then accept the terms and conditions. If you need to restore the default download settings while keeping your asset selection, click the Reset Download Settings link in the bottom right corner of the Download Assets Data pop-up. To completely start over, click the Clear Areas and Close button to remove the asset selection and close the download pop-up. To download information for multiple assets simultaneously, use the Selection tool instead of clicking individual assets. Here's how. 1. Click Create Selection in the Map toolbar. 2. Create your selection shape by left-clicking multiple points on the map. 3. Double-click to complete the selection. You can create multiple selection areas by repeating this process in different parts of the map. To remove a selection, select the Delete Selection tool and click inside the area you want to remove. When you complete your selection, the Download Assets Data pop-up appears. Use the Multi-Select list in the top left to choose which assets to include. You can select all assets, clear the selection, or pick specific assets holding Ctrl or Shift buttons on your keyboard whilst clicking. The remaining download options match those available when downloading data for a single asset. By default, the Coastal Defence Asset Register displays assets of all types. You can filter which type of asset is visualized on the map by clicking on View Layers tool on the map toolbar. In the Data Layers pop-up that appears, untick the checkbox next to All Assets and tick the checkbox next to the Asset Type selector. Querying and downloads of individual assets and selections of assets works the same way as for all assets. The Data Layers pop-up allows you to visualize other information on the map alongside assets, such as 3D scans, topographic profiles, aerial photography, or administrative boundaries. As with assets filtering, each data layer is turned on by ticking the relevant checkbox. The Query Layers tool from the Map toolbar allows you to query topographic profiles, visualized as blue lines on the map, when the Profile Viewer layer is visible. As with assets, on topographic profile selection, the Query Tool pop-up will update, but with the link to the selected profile. Clicking on the link will open another pop-up showing history of the profile over the years. To clear your data layer selection, click on Uncheck All in the top right corner of the Data Layers pop-up. If you wish to keep your data layer selection when you refresh this page, or go to another part of the site and come back, make sure to tick the Remember Layers checkbox in the top left corner of the Data Layers pop-up. As mentioned before, getting access to elements of an asset and some attributes of assets and inspections requires advanced access. In order to download elements for each asset, you have to be registered and have advanced access. If their login link under Advanced Access Only is showing, click on it and submit your login details. If you do not have login details, please register by clicking on the Register button in the Login pop-up. Fill in your details and click Submit. You will receive an email confirming you are registered with your password included. We do recommend that you change your password on your first login. Once you are logged in, the page should reload, and both your selection and the Download Assets data pop-up should appear. If you have advanced access already, you will be able to download elements and view extra attributes. If not, you have to request it by clicking here. Fill in the Request Advanced Access form. You will be notified when you have been granted access. Once you have the access, the Elements checkbox should be clickable, and a wider range of attributes will be available for download. This applies to both individual assets and groups of assets. To access the help guide at any point using the Coastal Defense Asset Register, click on the big information icon at the bottom of the map toolbar. The help guide should appear on the right-hand side of the screen. You can adjust the width of the help guide by clicking and dragging its left border. Click on any How Do I sections to view its step-by-step instructions and navigate through the Coastal Defense Asset Register. Each section expands to reveal detailed guidance while keeping the interface fully accessible. You can continue working with the register and follow the instructions simultaneously. Feel free to collapse and expand different help sections as needed during your work. Open in a new window link at the top of the help guide opens it in a new tab for more convenient viewing. If you have any questions about the Coastal Defense Asset Register, don't hesitate to contact us. Access the glossary and data sources for the Coastal Defense Asset Register by clicking the link in the top right corner of the map. This page shows information sources and explains all asset inspection and element attributes, including which ones require advanced access. You can also reach this page through the Resources link in the navigation bar. Scroll down to Asset Register Glossary and click its icon. We hope that you find this information helpful. You can leave feedback for us by scrolling to the bottom of any page, clicking in Feedback button, and sending us your comments.